You are looking live at the club at Woodbridge in Woodbridge, New Jersey, where the New Jersey Rockets Black, the U19 AA Girls, take on the Mamaroneck Stateline Hawks in the fourth and final game of the weekend. It's the AGHF Showcase. Hi everybody, it's Joe Rizzo, glad to bring you the action from this beautiful arena where the Rockets at 5-0 figure to get their biggest test of the season against the Hawks, who come in at 8-1-2, having started their season just a little bit earlier. Both teams undefeated here in the showcase, and if it was tournament style, they probably would be playing for a championship here, but we'll see what happens once they hit the ice. Rockets wearing the white uniforms. They have black letters, black numbers, which are piped in red. They do have a black stripe that goes around the crest on the front of the jersey, which contains the Rockets logo and wraps all the way around the back. There's white and gray piping there. Black pants, white socks with black striping and gray trim with a little rocket fire on the bottom. Black helmets abound. Mamaroneck Stateline Hawks have the variation color blue uniforms, dark at the top and matriculating to more royal at the bottom. Navy pants, socks colored similar to the jerseys, which contain white letters and blue trim. Both teams have the names on the backs of the jerseys at the bottom. That's great when the players decide not to tuck in their jerseys. Some of the Rockets do. That's not a problem for this guy, but for the other teams, if they do that, it's a little bit of a pain. Rizzo will be in the nets for the Hawks. Number 31 goes and will cover the goal to your right. Caldara takes a fall right to start out. Number 10. She's going to be the one to watch in blue. Grace Ulrich will take the opening draw with Francesca Hansen on her right, Hope Menichello on her left. Kira Redmond on right D, and Grace Matone on left D. Liftoff for the final game of the AGHF Showcase. Hawks bring it back into their own zone. Hansen picks it off. Hansen shot and a big save. The Rockets nearly open the scoring 10 seconds in. Hansen gets it out front. There's a rebound that Menichello gets. Backhand. She puts it just wide. Rockets blitzing on the takeoff here. They've lifted off with alacrity. Along the boards, it's going to be hard to see as we get to either end. Menichello goes toward the net. She picks it up as the shot got blocked. Picked off by Connolly as she rushes in. Menichello, wrist shot along the ice, kick save Rizzo, and Ulrich pushes it at the net, and Rizzo with the left pad save. She's been tested right off the bat in the first 46 seconds. Rockets just blitzing here. Rockets will change it up. They have 4 shots on goal in that scenario. Nieves on the dot, Connolly in the slot, Rizzo on the left wing. Fox at the left point, Bruno between the points, sends it at the net but can't get it all the way through. Connolly tries to push it forward, can't do it. Hawks will turn and burn. This is Unger, couldn't get a handle on it, and they move it back in neutral ice and ping-pong it about. It goes into the offensive zone there, but not deep, as Fox is able to hold up her player. Nieves will curl and come up the near side boards with it. Rizzo chips it off the boards, trying to get by Heinz. Rizzo tries to get on the right wing, eventually does after Heinz had tipped it away. Heinz, not Heinz, but Heinz, wearing number 57. And I don't know about you, but I can appreciate that. Nieves takes a shot and Heinz blocks it down with the right skate, so she's getting some mentions here early on. That one sent out into neutral ice. Fox hustling back. She's got company. in Bruno, and Arialis Markland makes the save. We didn't get to announce her coming in the goal to your left. Markland defending that goal. And she's 3-0 on the season. 1-0 in the showcase here. Face-off battled for, moved forward. Rockets fall, Hawks fall. Rockets win it and move it out. Hansen steps up. DeBow sends it in. Chased down by Redmond, who sends it over to Matone. Didn't get quite enough on it, and Rockets will have to deal with getting the puck out on the wing. DeBow takes a shot that hits off Ulrich and goes right back to her, and now she sends it deep. Picked off at the point by Hansen. DeBow spins. Hansen battles for it. DeBow takes a dive, uses the body to trip Hansen right there. You can trip somebody with your body or your leg or your stick. That can be a penalty. Now listen, I understand why the refs don't want to call it, but it's almost in a way a tackle right there. A soccer tackle where you miss the ball. Soccer, you might get a card for it. They'll play on, and that's fine. As we dip to 14-14 in the first period of the final game of the AGHF Showcase. Rockets blitzed it with 4 shots in the first 46 seconds, and the Mamaroneck Stateline Hawks have evened things out a bit since then. They'll move it out of the defensive zone by going D to D, looking for Caldera, number 10. She's the one to watch. A lot of moves for number 10. A lot of good puck handling, so the Rockets are going to try to keep her busy and keep her away from the puck. It comes in. Caldera, top of the slot, goes down, finds a lot of company. Backhand, kick save by Markland. Bruno gets hauled down as she sends it behind the net. And up and now out. Nieves right there, has Connolly with her. Nieves sends it in past Daly. Heinz hustling back to try to get it now. And she'll move it along the end boards past Rizzo. Stepping up at the point was Fox to keep it in for a moment. Here comes Caldera. She's got Bruno back there. Gets around her. Comes in on Markland. Backhand. Markland with the poke check! Markland stuck the stick out. She was beaten, but she stuck the stick out and poked it away from Caldera. What a save by Arialis, number 2. Caldera spins it to the near side and hustles off for a change. Daly up the middle. This is 95. Feldstein, I think, is the name there. And Rizzo will pick it up. Rizzo curls to the middle. She's got her team changing, so she sends it in deep. Izzy Cook will be the first to hustle down there. And Izzy Cook keeps it in the zone, 1-on-5. Gets help from Hansen, who sends it down low. Heinz is going to pick it up. She's been busy already. 12:20 left first period. Rockets and the Stateline Hawks 0-0. Hope Menichello, she had 4 earlier in the day in the Rockets' 8-2 win over Mascon United. Menichello, sharp angle shot, knocked away by Zaro. Comes up to the point. Redmond, wrist shot. Oh, it was a headhunter right there. And I think Hansen might have deflected it, or it went off Zaro's face mask and tipped into the protective netting and went out of play. 12:02 left first period. 0-0 Rockets and the Stateline Hawks from Mamaroneck, New York, right on the border of Connecticut. So they played the Massachusetts-Connecticut border. Now they're playing the New York-Connecticut border. Redmond off the face-off win. Through traffic, it gets through. Zaro got it with the stick. There's a rebound in front. And the Hawks will pick it up and skate it out. 3-on-2. Matone and Redmond will not give up the middle. And Cook comes back to help out, and on the back check picks it off. It's moved up but not out on the far side point. Still battling for it in front of the Rockets bench, and the Hawks keep it in. Redmond hard off the glass, gets a bounce but not the one she wanted. Needs a little help from her friends and gets it, but not to the level that she'd like. Wrist shot, blocked away with the blocker by Markland. Stellar thus far. Loose puck in front, swatted away by somebody over there in a white uniform. Centering feed, all alone in front. Wrist shot, left pad saved by Markland, and she kicks it to the corner. Rockets have a 7-4 advantage in shots, and we're just 6 minutes into the game. A lot of offensive firepower here with both teams. This one's sent down. It's going to die, and it's not going to be an icing. Rockets will get a change out there. Rizzo in pursuit, forcing the play up to the near side. It gets past Nieves and Collins and goes to Bruno, who sends it right back the other way. This one also will not be icing, as it was deftly handled by Aaron. Cece picks it up, sends it in front. Here's Connolly, wrist shot, glove saved by Zaro. Haley Connolly and me thought she had her first of the season right there, but it dies in the glove of the goaltender wearing number 31 in blue. 10:30 left, period 1. 0-0 on the scoreboard, 8-4 on the shots for the Rockets. Face-off won by Caldara. Tries to get through somebody. Connolly sends it down low through traffic. Nearly got it onto the net. It went just a little bit wide. That was almost one of those seeing eye singles. Here come the Hawks. They'll gain the line of center, and possession in the offensive zone will go to the Rockets. It comes out, Caldara. She grabs it at the point, looking, trying to get through two, gets through one, loses it there. Nieves picks it up. Caldara gets it back, comes in offside as Gianiello couldn't get back in time, number 41. We've eclipsed the 10-minute mark of period 1, no score. Rockets and the Stateline Hawks from the beautiful rink, the club at Woodbridge. This place, I don't know, they told me this is the older rink. This place looks brand new. It was maybe just redone. Everything's nice. That one sent down. It's going to be no icing because it went right under the stick of one of the Hawks. Heinz will get it on the near side corner. I know you can't see that well. Ulrich picked it off. Oh, and she couldn't get the puck to settle on her stick cleanly. Menichello picks off that cross-ice pass, dumps it. Ulrich's going to be the first to get it. Heinz is going to have to pursue her over there. She does. They battle for it along the near side boards. Gianiello tries to get it out. She whiffs. Redmond sends it back in. Ulrich gets dumped down over there. It comes back into the defensive zone. Caldara and Matone, but Matone wins it. Steers it up the far side boards for Menichello, who pops it up and sends it forward right past one of the Hawks, and Ulrich is going to settle in under it and get the possession on the dump in right there. Great hustle by Grace Ulrich. Hawks are going to move it out. They move it through neutral ice and can't get it in. Rockets brought it into the defensive zone, so it was onside. Menichello is going to pick this one up and send it in. She tried to send it toward the net, but there was a lot of traffic there. Defense pair changes as Bruno and Fox hustle out. Ulrich is able to keep it in at the near side point. Cook is over there as well. The Princeton three push it down and gain possession down low for a moment, but Menichello can't grab it. Unger, I think that is going to push that one up the right side, trying to get around Fox. She does that. She goes and leaves it in front, and Markland whacked that one away. Dubois tried to keep it in at the point. Unger is going to send that one back in, but Bruno picks it right off, tries to get around, pushes forward. Cook will grab it and send it in. Rockets change two. Nieves and Rizzo out there. Cook now hustles off, and the new wing will be Connolly, who had one of the Rockets' great scoring chances thus far. Among their 9 shots, they've pretty much all been quality chances as they play the 8-1-2 Mamaroneck Stateline Hawks. Collins tied up there. Nieves is going to pick it up. 2-on-4 with Rizzo. Now Connolly comes in to make it a 3-on-5 at least, and the defense pair changes. Hawks will move it out with some speed. Redmond will hustle over there. There's nobody checking somebody down the middle, but Redmond was back there. She saw it all develop and drifted back into her spot. 7:19 left. First period, no score. There's a tie-up over there and a whistle from the backside referee. What is she going to call? I don't know who it's against or if it's just an offside. Referees are going to discuss here. Maybe it was just an offside. Herzig looks like she was skating toward the penalty box. Carino and Herzig leave. Caldara jumps on, and she will take the face-off against Ulrich, spins it around, kicked it to Fellenstein, who will steer it into the zone and have a little company over there. Turns it around the end line. That's going to be Redmond picking it off. Redmond looking to hit Riz deep. Oh, she almost had her. Rizzo trying to get through. She's got 2 Hawks to beat, but doesn't have the puck. Connolly putting pressure now on the forecheck. Steered up and out. Redmond will get it. 71. Tries to hold on to it. Caldera picks up the loose puck. Comes in. Will take the shot, and it goes just wide. Markland had it marked. It's kept in at the point. Rizzo giving pressure over there. They'll move it through the slot and down low. Connolly marking her player on the side. Caldara has to go to Heinz, who moves it over to the right point. They'll send it at the net with a hard shot, and the wrist shot is knocked away by Markland. Rizzo picks it up. She's got Connolly on the other side. Didn't quite get enough on it, but Haley is going to hustle it into the zone, and her player falls down. Connolly's going to walk right to the net. Tries to get it down low to Riz. Oh, it nearly was kept in. Haley was looking for Riz right there, and just somebody got a piece of the stick and prevented her from making the pass. Connolly and Rizzo working well so far together in the early going here. 5:52 left first period, no score. 9-7 the shots in favor of the Rockets. Caldara, she'll move it up. She's been out there for over a minute. She gets by Bruno, but can't maintain the puck. Picks it back up behind the end line. Spins around, looking for Mavrakis, but it's picked off by Dubois, whose shot hits Hansen. I mean, Hansen just blocks every shot. Hansen and Rizzo 2-on-1. 89 over the right wing. Centers it for Rizzo. Oh, she missed it. Rizzo could have teed it up and had a great scoring chance and just kind of missed it right there. Hansen and Rizzo, usually they make magic together. Not this time. Wrist shot hits off a Rocket stick and deflects high off the glass, comes to the near side boards at 5 minutes. Now Hansen and Menichello. She dumps it because she's at the end of the shift maybe, or maybe she just didn't see hope right there. 2 players in blue battle now, 2 players in white. Nieves is going to pick it up in the far corner. CC looking, goes back to Menichello. Menichello will operate in her office, sends it in front, but didn't get it all the way through. Picked off in the lane by Matone at the top of the slot, and she sends it back in. Menichello, with the long reach, is able to corral it. Nieves, back to Menichello. They're walking this puck around the offensive zone. Wrist shot, Nieves, right pad saves Zaro. Nieves, Menichello, over to Hansen. It comes toward the point and sent out. Redmond and Matone are going to hustle back to get it. They steer it up front, and it just trips under one of the sticks. Puck is just stuck in the snow there. That came out and didn't go back in, so no offside. If it had come back in, it would have been offside on the Hawks. They send it in, onside, no icing, and not strong enough to get it through. It was right close to the red line. Redmond's clearing attempt is knocked away, and she'll just retreat back behind her own end line. Looking, waits for the pressure to come, sends it up toward Connolly. Daly picks it up, hard wrist shot fired wide. Under 3:35 now left in period 1. Centering feed knocked away by Markland. She didn't want anybody getting a piece. Connolly tries to steer it out of the zone at the point, but the Hawks are adept at keeping it in there, and the Rockets are going to have a little bit better plan if they want to get some of those pucks out. Centering feed, one-timer, save Markland, another save, and she covers up. A lot of shots, a lot of offense, and some decent team defense here for both teams. Rockets have had maybe the best in terms of 4 of the 5 opportunities, but Caldara, number 10, had the overall best because she had a breakaway and she had Markland beat, and somehow Arialis stuck her stick out through Caldara's legs and knocked away the puck as she was about to tap in what she thought was going to be an easy goal. Retreating back behind their own net now, the Hawks. They're using all of the ice the way the U.S. men's national soccer team would retreat back, and they create a 2-on-1. Here comes Collins. Fox is back. Fox breaks it up on the pass. Fox battles for it down low. Cook comes in, tries to reverse it. It goes to the point, and that's going to fall all the way out. That's not too many men on the ice because the one player got off and it didn't even hit her stick. 2 comes in. She's going to take a wrist shot. Marco knocks it down with the crest on her jersey and leaves no rebound. Carino with the interception and the shot. She's easy to find because she's clad in a red helmet and red gloves. 2:19 left, first period, 11-10 the shots for the Hawks now. Caldara wins the faceoff, back to the point. They move it around through. Caldara behind the net, looking for somebody in front, but Redmond knocks it away. Redmond's going to come up with a head of steam. Here comes Kira. Kira gains the center line. She's got Nieves with her. Gets through one, heads toward the net. Wrist shot, can't get it. It goes wide, and she takes a spill at the end line, but she's okay, and she's going to regain that puck. Menichello will cover the point on the right side. Redmond and Menichello confirm that they will switch back to their normal positions now. Caldara sends it forward, and the Hawks will move it out through center ice, but Grace Matone is there, the ever-present 9, will bring it in. She'll keep going as long as she can. Find some company over there, not the kind that she likes. Redmond and Janiello knock my water bottle off the dasher with their physical play. You love to see it. 1:22 left, period 1. Hawks are going to break out. They're going to look to get that puck to 10, and they do just that on the drop pass. She sends it toward the middle, and Ulrich was over there marking whoever was going to come to the middle. Heinz from the left point, top of the circle, blocked by Hansen. She took that one in the arm, or maybe it was the leg actually, and she's gingerly skating a bit there. 57 seconds, so we're under a minute. Menichello tries to get it through. Caldara is going to pick that one up. Pick play over there. And you see the back of the ref, who nicely moves out of the way. Thank you. Caldara spinning through. Gets through a lot of traffic. Can't complete the pass. You got to watch her. 10. Centering feed. There she is. Caldara. Backhand blocked away. It never got through. Fellenstein. Caldara, she's going to pick it up and try to skate it around. Looking to the point, sends it to the right point all the way through traffic. Shot, nice save with the right shoulder by Markland. Hawks putting their best pressure of the game on now as Hansen's going to get it out, chips it by Heinz and curls away for a change. That puck is going to find the end line, just barely for an icing as it hit off the end boards in the corner, and it looked like maybe if she got a little bit of a friendly bounce, it wouldn't have been that. So with 11.8 seconds left in what has been a scoreless and exciting first period, the Rockets have to defend. Unger on the dot, 16. Can't win it. Cook steps in. Rockets have one chance to break it in. Cook is in, sends it forward for Rizzo. Can she turn the corner with 3 seconds? Not going to be able to do it. They'll send it behind the net. One-timer in front! They nearly pulled off a late goal at the buzzer, as Cook and Nieves off the feed from Rizzo behind the back nearly sneaked that one in as time expired. I didn't think they quite had enough time to do it. And in the end, a scoreless first period between the Rockets and the Mamaroneck Stateline Hawks at the club at Woodbridge. What a rink. Shots 12-10 for the Hawks. Rockets guided today, both morning and afternoon, by Bob Connolly, handling the head duties, and Mike Cook assisting. And the Cooks did a wonderful job hosting many of the players and parents between games at their lovely abode. So we thank them for that. Period 2 is the period of the long change, and they call it that because if you're caught in the defensive zone, you have to cross all the way to the red line to get to the bench. So typically what teams do is they switched the positions on the bench of their defensemen and their forwards. And you can see a bit of that going on with the Rockets right now on the left side of your screen. So the forwards now will be on the side of the bench closest to the opposing goal, and the defensemen on the opposite side toward the scorer's table. Liftoff, period 2. What a game. What a way to wrap up a weekend with both of these teams coming in undefeated. The Rockets 5-0 now for the season. That should be an offside call. It came in off of Menichello's left shin pad, and that was on the ricochet. So they'll do that one all again. Rockets coming into the game at 5-0. The Hawks 8-1-2 on the season. Both teams with 3-0 records in the showcase and dominating scores to match. In fact, the Hawks haven't conceded a goal yet. The Rockets only conceded 2, and that was in the last couple of minutes earlier against Mascon. They rush in now. Backhand attempt. She lost it in front. Rockets trying to pick it up. Low shot goes wide. They try to send it behind the net. Fox is going to pick that one up, send it off the near side dasher. It gets through. There's not going to be an icing, and Menichello is going to race down. She's going to try to hit the brakes as 15 hits the brakes and spins, falls down, sends it down. Lauren Fox right there for you. Unger picks it off of her stick. 16 skates in. She's got somebody in the middle. Wrist shot. Markland let it hit the blocker and deflect to the far corner. Heinz at the point. She's going to send it down low. They let it go for Unger behind the end line. She sends it forward. Fox in front of the net standing sentry, so nobody's alone. Ulrich was the one chasing, and Menichello is going to get it and send it out as the Rockets look to change forwards. They might get caught on a change here. Heinz comes in, 1-on-2. Heinz still with it, gets around Bruno. Wrist shot, shrugged off by Markland with the right shoulder. Cook's going to get it at the right point. Rizzo spins to get it out. Tackle behind the play between the two 16s, no call. Still a penalty-free game. Collins up the right side, centering feed. Oh, she couldn't pick it up. Redmond flying into the play late. Or rather, that was Bruno. Backhand shot, saved by Markland, and she covers up. So a hot 2 minutes and 1 second to start this second period. Rockets with some chances on their offensive end, but not at the same level as the Mamaroneck Stateline Hawks. Carino will take the face-off against Cook. They battle a lacrosse-style face-off, sent toward the net, and Markland knocks it down with the left pad and covers up. We'll do it again. Cook on the dot, Rizzo and Connolly in the slot, along with Redmond. Matone, the defender, back. Collins tries to pick up the face-off, can't do it, but Carino regains it. Sent it through the top of the slot. It goes all the way through. Connolly sends it up, but can't get it past Heinz. It hits off a boot. Unger trying to get it, and Cook just overpowered her with the stick from behind. Here comes Izzy Cook, puts it on Connolly's tape, maybe just a moment too early, as I don't think Haley was expecting it just yet. Sent by the end line. Redmond comes up on the near side. Rizzo trying to pound it forward. Sticks lifted. Puck sent down. Carino picks it up. Now Janiello comes down low. Tries to get it in the slot. Redmond breaks it up. Redmond hustling to it. Takes her time and space and has Mavrakis retreat. This one's sent through neutral ice. It's going to bank off the boards and find its way over the end line for an icing. It hit a stick on the way there, but that stick was not a Mamaroneck stick. It was a Rocket stick, and it was before the center line, so the icing call was correct there. Caldara in the face-off dot against Ulrich. Ulrich wins it to the near side boards, but the Rockets overloaded the middle. Fox and Caldara got tied up. Caldara looks like she might have lost her mouthpiece there. She picks up the puck, and it goes to the corner. Caldara turning, looking, still looking, moves it toward the middle with the typical lifted skate move that we've seen. Nifty, and her low angle shot is saved by Markland and covered up. Still holding the face mask, so we'll see what's going on there. She seems to be okay. Ulrich on the dot, Menachillo and Hansen in the slot, the forwards. Bruno will occupy the hash marks on the far side. Caldara wins the face-off. Wrist shot from the point, knocked down. Maybe it hit Caldara, her own friendly fire right there. Trying to come down through the slot was the defenseman, but she'll retreat. DeBow, she'll go back to the point, take a shot from there. It's knocked down by Ulrich, battled for. Ulrich, like a tiger, will move it forward but can't get it out. DeBow keeps it in, sends it toward the net. Bruno steers it out. Ulrich on her horse. She's at the middle or end of her shift, but giving it all she's got. Moved up and through neutral ice by Fellenstein. She'll gain the zone. Hansen pushes her off. Wow, that's a tough call right there. Hansen just stepped in with the puck right there. She didn't want the player who had the puck to go by, but they call the roughing nevertheless. I mean, kind of a tough call. It's just a more diminutive player getting overpowered, but Hansen will go to the box for 2. And the first power play of the game will belong to the Hawks. 12:53 left in a scoreless game in the second period. Unger will take the face-off against Izzy Cook. Rizzo is the other forward killing the penalty. And Matone will kill it on the back end with a Redmond. Near side, Nieves. Well, that was Nieves, not Cook. Nieves sends it out for Rizzo. Rizzo shorthanded, has 1 to beat. Rizzo comes in, curls to the middle. Wrist shot, she sent it just wide. Nieves keeps it in. Nieves, a one-woman show. Oh, Nieves takes a hit. Where's the even-up call right there? They don't blow the whistle. They let that one go. So they call it on Hansen, but they don't call it the other way. Centered. Down low, Redmond picks it up. So the same play happens. It just happens on a different end of the ice, and the Rockets don't get the break right there. 12-12 now, second period. 1:16 left in the penalty kill. Rockets marking Caldara. Redmond lets her go by. Centering feed, knocked away on the shot. Rizzo and Ulrich will break out 2-on-2. Mavrakis and Heinz are the ones to beat. Ulrich, she's going to turn the corner, dangle it for herself. Rizzo jumps off in favor of Connolly. Ulrich tries to rag the puck, but Heinz takes it away. 50 seconds left now in the penalty kill. Back checking is Connolly, the extra forward in there. Mavrakis gets it, wrist shot, pad save, or actually she got it with the stick. Ulrich tried to move it forward, couldn't quite get it all the way. 33 seconds left in the power play. Caldara, she's moving it around, leaves it, pick play right there, sent down toward the net but wide. They try to center it from the back of the net, and there's just a Rocket there answering every time. There's somebody dumped behind the play, centering feed, and left for Matone by her goaltender, but they can't get it out of the zone. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. The penalty is expired. Hansen will try to come out. Wrist shot, knocked away with the shrug. The rebound is there and covered up by Markland. That's the 20th shot, so they have about the last 11 in a row at least. The Rockets had a 10-9 advantage in the shots at one point. So the Rockets do a rope-a-dope and they kill off the penalty. It probably should have been evened up about 45 seconds in with a similar type of infraction on the opposite side. It wasn't called, so you just play it the way the refs tell you to do it. Centering feed to Bow. Her shot is knocked down by Hansen. Menachillo up to Hansen. Hansen trying to get through. Hansen hauled down, and she's going to get the penalty, and it might be a penalty shot. Let's see if she calls for the penalty shot. She calls for the hook. So Hansen draws the penalty, and the Rockets now go on their first power play of the game. Dubois with the hook, and they'll have a face-off to Zaro's right. Menachillo will take it. Cook in the slot, Hansen on the left wing, Fox on the left point, Bruno between the points. Wins the face-off to Fox, sent through traffic, but it hit somebody. Might have hit Hansen on the way in there. Icing in effect in all situations, so the Hawks can't just send it down without some kind of penalty. Ragging and tagging, they'll send that one down. If it's not on net, and it's not, it's an icing. So the first 17 seconds go the way of the Hawks, and despite that, the Rockets will take that result for the moment and start it again. Nieves will jump out there now, and Hansen will be in the slot, Minichello on the far wing. Redmond cheating up and gets that face-off win. Wrist shot goes just wide by Kira. Matone will pinch in from the left side, and Grace sends it toward the net, but nobody was over there. It went between the slot. Unger's going to pick that one up. Gets a lot of traffic up there, but does get it out. Redmond reverses. Minichello at the line. Pushed. She's offside if it comes in. They should have blown the whistle right there. That was offside, but they let it go. Puck came just a little bit inside the zone, and without the delayed offsides, it's automatic, and the Rockets were a step offside. No harm, no foul. They'll play on. Nieves will skate it in with the power play down to 106. Sends it off of Hansen's skate a little too close. Matone steps in, tips it for Hansen. Hansen looking. Hansen goes to the right side, sends it around the back of the net. Minichello there, stuff shot attempt, finds two blue players, and it's going to be a penalty here, and it's going to be evened up. They're going to call a slash on somebody on the Rockets. Let's see what the call is. It looks like Minichello is going to go in for a slash, so they even that one up. They didn't even up the first one. And Hope's in for 2 minutes for slashing. They'll play 47 seconds of 4-on-4. Ulrich and Rizzo up front discussing how they're going to put this puck back down to the other end, as they now have a defensive zone draw. It'll be 4-on-4 for 47 seconds, and then a minute 13 of power play time for Mamaroneck if everything stands the way it is. Carino with the shot. Ulrich got a piece of it, and Markland catches it. This game is tight, and you could feel the tension ramping up. 21-10 now, the shots for Mamaroneck. Heinz at the point. It's 4-on-4, so this is not a power play. She'll march down. Shot is knocked away by Markland. It goes to the far corner. Carino looking. She's got Redmond on her. Spins away. Spins again. Ulrich's going to pick up the loose puck and skate it out with Rizzo. She sends it to the point but can't get it out. Heinz is hounded by one, now hounded by two, but she skates around both. And she comes in onside with Collins. Wrist shot. Markland catches it, and after the whistle, lets the rebound go. Rockets will change it up. Cook and Connolly up front. Bruno and Fox on the back line. They'll play 4-on-4 for 11 seconds, and then a minute 13 of power play time for the Hawks. Cook wins the face-off, and she'll just take it right out. She'll break out with Connolly against Daly. Gains the center line, sends it toward the corner, but it's off of a skate. The Hawks now, DeBow jumps off, and it's a power play for Mamaroneck. They reverse it, nearly reverse it into their own netminder, but she was ready. They'll break it out, but miss it. That goes all the way down. It's not going to be an icing. The Rockets got to hustle back after this. Bruno's going to get to it, send it off the far boards, but not a player in white to be found. And the one that you don't want to have the puck has it. Now Daly, slapper, knocked away by Fox, never reached the net. They'll move it up to the point again. Daly's going to try to crank this up. No, she goes down to Fellenstein. They'll work it behind the net. Trying to send it in front. It's loose there, knocked away, comes between the points. Connolly almost had a chance to get it out. Hop shot sent off to the side by the blocker of Markland. 15 seconds on the power play. Sent up, and that is going to sneak. Oh, not out of the zone. Trying to get it out. They can't do it. The penalty is going to expire. So let's see if the Rockets can keep them rebuffed here. Minichello's out of the box, so they've killed it off. Caldara behind the net, tries to reverse, still looking, marches toward the slot, wrist shot. Markland, another big save. Takedown on the side of the net. Janiello and Bruno battling for it there. Caldara picks it up, looking, gets around one, gets it poked away but regains. Still looking, goes between the points. Daly cranks it up. Markland kicks it out. Caldara wrist shot score. Just too much for the Rockets to handle right there. 10 has to be marked at all times, and she got loose on the rebound and puts it in. And that's the first goal of the game with 6:47 left in period 2. Just the second time all season the Rockets have even trailed in a game. But Caldara is the one to put it in, and that makes it 1-0. The shot's now 27-10, so that's at least 18 straight shots, at least as far as the scoreboard is concerned, for the Hawks. So the Rockets are going to see if they can get some of that firepower going that we've seen early on this season. Well, actually their team defense has probably been the most impressive thing, and this weekend the firepower has really come out. Menichello, she can't keep it in. Matone will grab it there. It's moved up 2-on-1. Matone hustling back. Redmond's there to mark, and they break up the play as they force the pass errantly. It goes behind the end line. Redmond is going to sweep it up, send it to the near side boards. Menichello comes down to help. Just add a picture there. I know you can't see it so well, but we're going for the perch in the middle of the ice here to try to make things look as visible as possible for you. Redmond takes her time, sends it up the far side boards. Couldn't be corralled by Hansen. Loose now in the slot. Picked up and sent down low by the Hawks. They lead 1-0 on the goal by Caldara, number 10. She's the one to watch. We've said it before, we've said it throughout, and she got a little open time and space. This one's skated out by Heinz. Yes, 57. Hansen moves it in. That should be onside, but now it jumps just back over the line, and it was brought back in offside. Hansen was onside for the moment, but the puck got poked away. Rockets with 5:27 left in period 2. Nieves on the dot, Rizzo on the near side wing, Connolly on the far side. Connolly was very close. She's been close all weekend. Rizzo's been close. Nieves got one earlier in the day, her first of the season. That one's sent in, and it's going to be onside, no icing. It died before the end line, but it was waved off before that. Rizzo up to the point. Dubois spins it around, goes down, sends the puck forward for Carino, but did it with the hand, and she knows that she did. She turns around and she's looking. If it's an intentional hand pass, they could do an intentional icing too. Like an intentional offside, they could send the faceoff all the way down to the defensive zone. No need to do that. They'll just do it the regular way. Just giving you a little information about what can happen in these games, because sometimes the rules, they's complicated. 4:51 now, 4:50, 49, 48 left in period 2. Rockets find themselves with a 1-0 deficit. Carino moves in, takes a shot and fires it wide. It goes all the way up the dasher on the far side, kept in by the Hawks. They send it at the net. They had two sort of behindish the defense, more behind the play. Coming through the slot to blow that one up is Nieves. Chips it off the boards, kind of for herself, but kind of for Connolly. It goes back down and battled for there. Carino sends it to the dot. Rizzo blew up the shot right there, and the puck goes to the near side corner. Dubois sends it down low, gets a bump. Carino brings it out. Fox sends Connolly forward. Does Haley have enough juice to get there? Rizzo's trailing. Connolly moves it in. Connolly spins in the corner. Gets hauled down. This should be where's the call? She's just spun and tripped down. And, the ref is right there. She's literally 2 feet away. How is she not calling it? Plain as day, you could see it. Ulrich looking for the breakout pass. Caldara picks it off. Gets through one. Tries to spin through another. Markland there to knock it aside. And the Rockets should be sitting here on a power play. You can't complain about the refs, but geez, that one just happens right in front of the ref. Right there. She decides not to call it. Redmond and Caldara battle for it. Caldara fakes one way, goes back the other way, goes between the points. Daly cranks it up, knocked down, redirected, right pad saved by Markland, and she covers up. That's a 5-star save by Arialis Markland to keep the deficit at 1. 3:08 left, period 2. Rockets trail 1-0. Ulrich on the dot, Hansen and Cook in the slot, the forwards. Matone and Redmond on D. Face off one by Caldara. Daly rips one. They like to set her up, 19, for slappers or wrist shots. She's definitely gotten a lot of juice on them. Caldara skates around the circle, sends it over for Daly. Wrist shot, hit her own player, or maybe it was Matone. And it comes to the near side corner. Caldara gets it, sets up one player. Shot, knocked down, knocked away. Looked like a lot of traffic in front. Here comes Izzy Cook. Forces Heinz back. She's 1-on-2. She's going to rag that puck forward. Izzy Cook gets around one, sends it to the slot. Ulrich was there. Slapper by Hansen. Left pad save. Loose in front and covered up. Oh, she got decked. Well after the whistle. The Rockets could be going on a power play right here. Well after the whistle was the hit. And they're not going to call it. They're not going to call it. You could see it right there. Well after the whistle, one of the Rockets got decked. 2:26 left, period 2. Ulrich on the dot. Cook in the slot. Hansen on the left wing. Hawks win it. They send it up the near side for Fellenstein. Fox picks it off and she sends it right back for where it came from. Heinz and Cook and Daly over there. Cook's going to win that. She's been strong today. Caldara comes all the way back to pick it up. She's going to try to skate this one to the house. Caldara is going, and you know she's not giving it up until she finds somebody better. Runs into her own player. Hansen moves it out. Hansen chips it forward. Caldara picks it up, moves it back for Fellenstein, but a little too strong. Fox sends it in. Nieves up front, and that goes down for an icing with 1:46 left in period 2. Rockets finally break the skein of consecutive shots by the Hawks, who now have a 29-12 advantage in shots. Rockets only with 2 in this period. Hawks with 17 so far, with 1:46 left. More importantly, they have the lone goal. Face off one. Rizzo nearly picked it off. She would have been off to the races. Rizzo again almost got it. Here comes Nieves hustling to try to get that puck. Rizzo coming in maybe for the trap. They push that and force that play all the way back down behind. The Hawks reverse it. They try to move it up now the far side. They like to use every bit of that ice, and they're pretty good at getting the puck out of their own zone. And Bruno battling. That one's sent in now. Fox is going to be the one to chase it down. Fox trips but moves the puck at least forward. Rizzo there trying to pick it off. It goes to Mavrakis at the point. Wrist shot kicked away by Fox. Over to Rizzo. On to Connolly. Daly breaks it up, but Rizzo sends it right back for Connolly. It was tipped, so no icing, but not strong enough to clear the line. 1 minute left in the second period. Rockets down 1. Can they muster the comeback here against the strong team, the Mamaroneck Stateline Hawks? Daly keeps it in on the far side. Redmond will go back to get it. Rockets could have had 2 more power plays thus far. Pretty just blatantly obvious calls that didn't go their way. They've had 1 power play thus far, but it was truncated. So they haven't been on the good end of that thus far, but that could change before it's all over. Hawks bring it in. Shrugged down is Menichello. They'll battle for it at the near side point now with under 20 seconds left. Hansen's there. Menichello gets it safely out, at least for the moment, but Mavrakis will take it, turn it, and send it back in. Redmond says, I could do the same. Sent back forward. It's going to go toward the net, and they'll pick it up, turn 3 seconds. I don't think there's time for anything else. Matone makes sure of that anyway, and we end the second period with a 1-0 deficit for the Rockets. Caldara with the lone goal, the one that you don't want to have that puck. And she got the time and the space. A brilliant player. I mean, a brilliant player. She's got a lot of moves, a lot of great hockey sense. She gets the puck and is very patient, and the Rockets, frankly, have done a very good job marking her. But they have a lot of firepower of their own, even if two of their big guns aren't on the ice with them today. And we're going to say a distant hello to PJ Jacobus, Coach Jacobus, and Kirsty Kamerkar, all of whom we hope will be back in the lineup on Friday when the Rockets have a game with the Philadelphia Bells at Hollydell down by Rowan University, Johnny Gaudreau's home rink. We're glad you're watching, and we want you to keep with us for not just today, but for the whole season, whether watching live hockey or on demand. We appreciate your support. Hit that subscribe button and the alerts button, and every time we come on live or update content like coach interviews, you will get an alert and you can check it out. This all started during the pandemic, and we keep going today. So if you can't make it to the rink to see your daughter, your granddaughter, your niece, your sister, your friend, or yourself later on, you could check it out right here. Rockets now will defend the goal to the left as Markland, who's been spectacular, not just in this game, but this season thus far, heads over. Zaro defends the goal to the right. She's been equally brilliant, especially early on. The Rockets had 4 shots in the first 46 seconds of the game. They've been outshot since 30-8. Let's see if they can boost it. Liftoff, period 3. Hawks try to move it in, but Connolly's going to pick that off. She's with Rizzo and Nieves. Lifts it forward and picks it back up. Connolly will skate it behind the end line. We'll go to the point where Fox pinches in. Fox through traffic. Rizzo down low, sent it through the crease. It got through Zaro, but it didn't find the other side of the net or a Rocket stick. Rizzo up to the point for Fox. Nieves will hustle back and beat Heinz for that puck. Gets dumped down over there. Tries to center it for Connolly. Fox steps through 2. Connolly keeps it in. She tries to find a stick of her teammate. Couldn't quite do it, but found some traffic. Bruno hustles back to pick this puck up. She puts on the brakes and spins, but then reverses it. Carino picks it off. Carino now looking for somebody in front. Blown up by Fox and Bruno, and Markland covers it up. So the first minute 1 has expired in the third period. Rockets trailing the Stateline Hawks 1-0. Ulrich on the dot, Hansen and Menichello in the slot, the forwards. Matone and Redmond on defense. Caldara, she has the goal, and she won that face-off. She gets it back in the corner, looking to create something, comes to Price at the left point. Price will march in, wrist shot. Markland saves it with the logo and leaves no rebound. They'll face it off again, same group out there. Big face-off for Ulrich if she can win it. Can't quite do that. It comes to Price. Hansen gives her pressure. Price gets knocked down as Hansen jammed on the brakes. Caldara between the points, Dubois. She'll send it down low for Fellenstein, but a little too strong. Goes behind the net. Matone battles there. Fellenstein picks it back up, reverses it. Caldara spins off Ulrich. Caldara tries the same move, dancing like dancing feet. Spins by lifting up the left skate. We've seen her do that a few times. It's a brilliant move. It's a pretty pirouette. But the best part about it is that she keeps possession of the puck while she's doing it. Hansen comes up. She's going to chip it right past Caldara and hustle back into the offensive zone and dump it and change. Those two bump 89 and 10. As the puck is moved around the far side, Rizzo picks it off. Rizzo gets through one, doesn't have much there, throws it at the net. It's in a skate. Ulrich picks it up down low, can't get a shot on net, but got it toward the net. Comes to the point, Matone steps in, Rizzo hustles back, lifts Caldara's stick, and prevents her from running in 2-on-1. Ulrich and Connolly collide, but that's because Ulrich was hustling off to the bench. This is going to move to Daly. She's going to look to crank that up. Big shot. It was deflected by a Rocket stick. Changed direction, but Markland saw it from a far away and was able to get that sinking puck. It came in a little bit the way a pitcher would throw a sinker, where it comes in and it just takes a little dive at the end, but Arialis got it. 14:24 left, third period. Rockets are right in this one, 1-0. As they try to thwart another possession. Bruno knocked it away with the glove. Not sure if it was going in, but it definitely would have been in danger if it landed. Oh, Connolly was trying to spring Rizzo. Sent forward by Cook to Rizzo, and they can't gain possession. That's a live puck right there, but two Rockets bump into one another, and here come the Hawks. Poked away by Fox, bumped now by the two. It comes to the point. Daly can't quite handle it there. She'll send it over to Heinz on the near side. They clear the zone, and they reverse it. Heinz and Daly, Rizzo putting pressure on. Now Cook is the one to pressure and force the turnover. Fox up toward the point, but can't get it through Daly. She'll try that again with Rizzo, who sends it in for Hansen. And Hansen will skate it up toward the center line, bumped away. Sent toward the middle. Cook's going to pick it up, try to send it forward for Menichello. Didn't quite have her, so she'll skate it in on her own. Izzy Cook's been strong in this game, maybe her strongest game since she's joined this group for this season. Sent down in, Bruno is going to hustle after it. Hope that puck doesn't die on its end. And man, that thing barely got over the line for the icing. The Rockets will take it. They'll complete the change. And the Hawks will do the same, only sending out one or two other players as they had started the change. 12:58 left, third period. Rockets with the 1-0 deficit. Just their second deficit of the season. They erased the other one. That was in game 1 against the Islanders. Or was it game 2? I don't know. It was one of the early games. Rockets win the face-off. Ulrich tries to shovel it toward the net. Zarro was busy in the first minute and hasn't been too busy thereafter. But the Rockets never need a lot. Zarro covers that one after she stops it with the stick. It was a gingerly offering by Ulrich, who just sent it toward the net. Rockets have a potent trio out there up front. Ulrich will be in the slot now. Hansen will take the draw. Menichello on the right wing wins it. Hansen takes Redmond's shot. She's open in front if the puck can find her stick. It's loose down there and covered up. No, the referee waves no goal. I didn't see that it would have gone in anyway, but the Rockets will keep pushing forward. Redmond is a heady player. She's just got great hockey sense, and she enjoys every second out there. She's been cheating up at the point. Here's Matone. Cranks one up. Pad save covered just before Ulrich or Menichello could get to it. So the Rockets forging ahead. It's kind of like the hockey version of establishing the running game. If you get the running game going, it's a little easier to pass. Hansen on the dot. Menichello in the slot. Ulrich on the far wing. Matone and Redmond at the points. Hawks win the face-off and they steer it up the near side boards and out. Redmond retreats, looking, uses her defense partner who steers it forward for Hansen, who backhands it in. Ulrich and Menichello, the forecheckers, reversed. Oh man, if Ulrich was over the line, she would have just picked up that pass. Caldara moves it forward, rather, let's see who that was, not Caldara, who has it, is the one who has it now. She moves through the slot, tries to get through two, can only do it for a moment. Hawks pick it up, far side corner. DeBow now at the point, wrist shot, it went wide and high. It rebounds to the far side. The Rockets have usually been good this season at picking up those kind of pucks and breaking out. but this is a potent team they're playing against, and they seem to know when those are coming. Rockets send it down, it's going to be an icing. And we tick down to 11:28 left. At the club at Woodbridge, Joe Rizzo bringing you the action on a Sunday afternoon. There might be NFL games going on, so if you're watching and listening to us and you have the Jets on in the background, then that's great. We'll take it. Nieves on the dot wins it, and Fox will pick it up off the boards behind the net. Fox takes a spill over there, not a trip. She was just moving forward. Wrist shot maybe coming from the point. Actually, they'll work it down toward the corner. Nobody covering the point, so if it comes and squirts out, the Rockets could have numbers. Daly finds an open spot as Cook and Rizzo were looking to break out. Rizzo with the bump there, forces the turnover. Nieves and Cook. Here comes Cece over the right wing. Oh, Cookie was offside, and she's looking back. It looked like she was on. Silence from the Hawks right there. I think she was onside, folks, but they call it offside. 10:55 now. Rockets will do it again. Nieves can't win the face-off, but the Rockets will pursue, hoping for one Hawks mistake here. If you keep pursuing and they make one, you're going to capitalize on it. Fox with the hustle sends it down, takes a stick up high and has to shrug it off with her own twig. Hawks are going to move it up through neutral ice. Stepping up is Fox, knocks the stick right out of somebody's hand. Nieves will try to get a shot off, but couldn't do it as Daly got the stick in the way. Nieves battles for it along the end boards. Rizzo comes in to help out. Rizzo sends it in the middle for Fox. Shot gets blown up. Fox gets taken down. Hawks will break out 3-on-2. And that one very close to being offside. She was about as offsides as Cook was, I guess. Comes to the near side in the corner. Can't quite see it down there. Heinz just falls on her own. If the teammates see that later on, she's going to get fined in the Kangaroo Court. We're under 10 minutes. Cook to Rizzo. She'll gain the line onside, trying to get through a lot of traffic. Rizzo pushes Carino for it. Hansen hustles in. Redmond will pick it up and use her defense partner, Grace Matone. Shifted forward. Rizzo jumps off for Minicello. Cook will hop off for Ulrich. 48 and 84 have the bulk of the Rockets' goals this season, and 89 has the other bunch, most of them over the last 2 days. Comes toward the net, but Redmond calmly picks that up and sends it up to Hansen, who leaves it for the speedy Ulrich. Ulrich chips it off of Heinz. Heinz sends it up, gets it along the line, and now out. Collins looking for a pass, doesn't get it. Minicello picks a pocket. Hope looks like she's on a mission. Tries to move it up the boards on the left side and eventually has to send it in. 8:48, 47, 46, 45 left in the game. Rockets with a 1-0 deficit that they're looking to erase. Redmond chips it out. Carino's going to pick it up. Shift by Minicello. Hawks will move it in onside at the right wing. Wrist shot knocked down by Matone. Sends it up for Minicello. Dubois is back. Sends it off for Hansen. Hansen just lost sight of it right underneath as Collins brings it in. Collins cuts toward the middle, gets through one, can't get through the second because Matone used herself to shield the player from the puck. Let it go gingerly toward Markland, who covers it up. If you're just tuning in, we're glad you did. The Rockets in a battle with the Mamaroneck Stateline Hawks from the New York and Connecticut area. Caldara, number 10, has the only goal in the game. Her team from Mamaroneck has a 34-15 edge in shots. And they move it in. Dubois, wrist shot, knocked down by Markland and swept away. Rockets playing rope-a-dope here. If they could land one haymaker, they are right back in this game. But they've taken a lot of jabs. And after an offside right there, after 5.5 periods of hockey today, and 6 on Saturday for both of these teams, there still looks like there's a lot of leg out there remaining. And certainly no quit. Hawks have been very good on the face-offs, and they're willing to take that puck all the way back down behind their own net, as they've done many times, to spread the ice. Caldara, she's going to try to get through 2. Does that, gets down low. Markland kicks it away again. She stopped her on a breakaway that way, and this time she came through on the forehand side. Hansen spins, using her defenseman, Lauren Fox, to try to get it out, but the Rockets have to retreat. Caldara and Bruno are going to try to hustle, physical battle. They'll shove for it. Caldara is going to pick it up, tries to wrap it around. Fox is there to greet her, still with possession, loses it on the shot attempt at the top of the crease. Comes toward the near side point. Menichello pushes with Heinz right there, held up at the end to avoid the penalty. Good job by Hope. Caldara through traffic, gets it swept away by Menichello. Sometimes the sniper hand is what you need for defense. Oh, Fox took an elbow up high, no call. Fox took the bump up high, and it's with the elbow toward the head area, but they're just not going to call it today. So the Rockets with just the one truncated power play. Rizzo tries to pick that one off. She gets in onside. Not too many men there right there, because the Hawks were changing and ignoring the play. Unger is going to skate in. She's offside if she comes in, but they get onside. Wrist shot attempt, no good. Centered, backhand attempt. Markland knocked it away maybe, but the Rockets have done a good job protecting the house. 14 is open there in front for a moment. It comes between the points. Heinz quickly sends it over to Daly. Hard shot fired wide. It whistles all the way to the near side point. Comes down low. Wrist shot. What a save by Markland! She got it with the shaft of the stick, and the tenuous 1-0 lead remains. By all rights, it should be 2-0, but the spectacular Markland, with just the last shred of equipment to prevent a goal, does it. Connolly at the point, looking for somebody, doesn't have anybody there, so she sends it deep. Rockets have not been able to generate too much sustained offense. This one sent in, it's a puck race. Redmond's going to win it. She'll get to it first, and the icing actually negates it. I didn't think that puck had enough to get over the line for icing, but it does. That's a break for the Rockets, and they will try to figure out a way to even it up. 4:59 to go in the third period. They're being outshot 38-15, but they're only down a goal. Ulrich at the dot. Cook in the slot. Menichello on the far wing. It comes to the point. Fox punches it forward. It's battled for. Menichello picks it off in front of Cook. Oh, somebody got a piece of it. Otherwise, Izzy had a big scoring chance. Comes into neutral ice. Collins brings it in over the line. Tries to get it toward the middle. Fox is going to be there and rebuff it. Sends it up and out. Menichello on the race for it. Menichello picks it up. Here comes Hope. Gets down low. Wrist shot. She hit the post. Ulrich the rebound. She hits the post. 2 posts. Oh, the Rockets just nearly tied the game. 48-84 hitting posts. The one mistake practically all game that the Hawks have made, and the Rockets an inch and another millimeter away from tying it. I mean, the Hawks have been nearly perfect since the first 45 seconds, and the Rockets needed just that. No shots on goal because they both hit the post. Sustained offensive pressure. Dubois between the points. Hard wrist shot knocked away by Markland. 3:45 left. Dubois again. Kicked by Fox. Up to Menichello. She's got Cook. Menichello trying to get through Dubois. Can't do it. She was at the end of her shift, but couldn't resist the scoring chance, and the Rockets need to do that. They need to take some chances here. The clock really not a factor in a one-goal game, in my estimation, until you get to about 2:30 remaining. They're almost at that point. Janiello sends it in. Matone will get it on the far side, send it up the wing. Daly, battled by Rizzo, forces the turnover, gets decked from behind. Rizzo using the body, Nieves using the body. 3 Hawks there. They blow the whistle, and they should, let's see if they pull that face-off outside the zone. Let's see what they decide to do there. Rockets will change D. They pull it outside the zone. So an old-fashioned freezing of the puck with 2:52 left. If you're old enough to have watched the NHL in the 70s, you used to see that all the time. Connolly, let's see if she could force a turnover. Rizzo in pursuit. Nieves also there. Connolly forces the turnover. Rizzo back to Connolly. Connolly turns. She shoots. Kick save. Connolly again. She can't get her shot through Caldara. Rizzo battling for it on the sideboards. It comes up. Caldara chips it out. They're 2-on-1. Cook hustling back to make it a 2-on-2. Cook gets in the middle. Cook! Oh, that's Connolly who breaks it up. Haley Connolly back checking. Caldara was just leaving it right there for an easy shot. The brilliant Caldara, number 10. She's got the only goal. She still has the puck. Sends it for Daly, who's going to try to send it down low. 2 minutes left. Time is a factor now for the Rockets. But they can't do much more than they're doing right now because they have to get the puck out of the zone. They got to be able to take some chances. And they need to probably shift this line who's been out there for a while. Rizzo's going to get over there but can't corral it. Powers it forward through Heinz. Rizzo powers it again. She needs to probably get off as soon as she can. Nieves does that. Rizzo jumps off. Connolly still out there. Caldara gets it. She'll skate it through the right circle. Tries to get forward. Leaves it. One-time shot knocked down by Ulrich. She's going to limp off that one and she's got to head to the bench. Cook gets it picked off, offside. Caldara was hustling to the bench. She slid to try to get there, but she was offside. 1:16 left, period 3. Rockets trail 1-0, and they're going to take a time out and talk it over. So Coach Bob Connolly subbing for Coach Jacobus and Coach Mike Cook as well. We'll talk it over. They'll instruct their goalie to see if they can get an extra attacker out there if needed or if possible. A great way to do that is to force a face-off in the offensive zone. So if you cross the line and you don't even have a great scoring chance, you fire it at the net and you hope the goalie will just cover it. Give you the face-off, give you the time to get the 6th attacker out there. Otherwise, Markland's pretty adept at following instructions, and she'll hustle over to the bench if she can. She's been brilliant with 39 saves. Zaro with 16 on the other end, number 31. Minute 16 for the Rockets to figure this one out. This is the final 76 seconds of the AGHF Showcase. Mamaroneck Stateline Hawks have been undefeated, and they haven't conceded a goal. The Rockets also undefeated in the Showcase and for the season, and they've conceded only 3 goals. 2 of them in garbage time in the last 2 minutes of their 8-2 victory over Mascon United earlier in this day. Nieves on the dot. The forwards are Menichello and Hansen. Hansen gets a piece of it, but Heinz sends it in. Redmond can't corral it. She's back on D with Matone. Hansen's going to get it, and she's going to steer it out. We're under a minute now. Hansen gains the line, and she sends it in. Markland heads to the bench. Markland on the bench, and Fox is going to be the extra attacker. So they go with 3D in the extra attacker mode. And there's Matone. Comes back into the Rockets' end. Fox needs to get a little room, sends it forward. They have the icing hand up, but it's not going to be far enough. And the Rockets have a chance to blitz here. They need to force a turnover. Nieves down there. You got to get 2 on the puck. It comes toward Menichello. She just couldn't grab it. Sent forward. Hansen moves it. Wrist shot all the way down to the empty net, and they score. Clock still running here. They should have stopped the clock with about 12 seconds left. But that's going to seal the fate anyway. And the Rockets are going to fall here 2-0. So that's the sort of newfangled strategy that we've seen a lot more teams take, where if they have a shot at the empty net as time expires, in a hard-fought game, the Rockets come up short. Final shots 40-16 for the Mamaroneck Stateline Hawks. The Rockets had 4 in the first 46 seconds, battled in this one. I'm not sure who actually scored that empty net goal, but Caldera had the one that really mattered, number 10 in blue. These teams, I think, see each other a few more times down the road, and we know that it will be a good one when it happens, and we will look forward to that. So 40-16 the final shots. I believe that was 8-6 for Mamaroneck in the third period. Rockets will skate off with their first defeat of the season, but a competitive one, and certainly one where you will hang your head high, or hold your head high and not hang your head. They'll be back in action for 3 next weekend, starting Friday, early evening against the Philadelphia Bells, and if everything goes to plan, we'll be there bringing it to you. That'll do it for the AGHF Showcase. The Rockets finish with a 3-run record, and they fall to the Mamaroneck Stateline Hawks by a score of 2-0. That will do it from Woodbridge. This is Joe Rizzo, and once again, as always, we thank you for watching New Jersey Rockets.